Boom! What's going on, Investomaniacs? Your boy Knight Rider here. Hey, we all know that part of our job as an investor is to identify hot new trends. But there's a second part to that. They have to be hot new trends that are also going to make us money. Because sometimes we can identify a hot new trend like ride sharing or grocery or food delivery, but that doesn't necessarily translate into more money in our pockets as investors, as is the case with Uber losing billions and billions of dollars. So let's take a look at one area where perhaps we can make a little bit of money, and that's with meatless meat. Just about a week ago, the biggest food chain of them all, McDonald's, announced it is testing a new plant-based burger from Beyond Meat last week. This veggie burger will be available in select Canadian stores. McDonald's executive Anne Walgren stated the purpose is to gauge, quote, consumer demand and impact on restaurant operations. Obviously, if this works out, it could be huge for Beyond Meat. This is in addition to the likes of Burger King, Dunkin' Donuts, and Subway, and many other fast food chains upping their meatless meat options. It should be noted, however, a lot of people are acting like this is the first time these companies have ever had veggie options, but Burger King has had a veggie burger available for over a decade. It just didn't really taste all that good. And I mean, again, I don't know how it tastes now. I haven't had the veggie burger at Burger King for years, but when I was a vegetarian many years ago, it tasted like. So I don't know if that was the Morningstar or if they've changed to Morningstar. But by the way, note this Morningstar because we are going to be talking about Morningstar a little bit later on in this video. Also, Subway, they've been offering veggie meat subs at some locations for over a decade. The new versions are just improvements upon previous versions, but the meatless meats are becoming increasingly popular as a higher percentage of the population is turning to more vegetarian and vegan-friendly foods, and plus investors are really hot on this area right now. So let's take a look at 3 ways we can play the trend. First is the pure play. That is going to be Beyond Meat, the only public way we can play this on a pure play basis. Their first products were released on supermarket shelves in 2013 and have since gained a cult following. Beyond Meat is now a worldwide product selling in over 50 countries. The company IPO'd back in May, initially priced fairly, but then over the next couple months, it soared, reaching over 800% gains. Hey, congrats to you if you caught that. I've previously said I like the company, but the stock was just too overvalued for my preferences. The stock is now down over 40% off of its highs, and if this McDonald's deal ends up working out and Beyond Meat is put through all locations or restaurants in America or the world, that could mean great things for Beyond Meat, really be a big deal for them. Having said that, I still think the stock is too pricey. I think investors are just too hot on this, as I thought they were too hot on pot stocks last year. Hopefully, we'll continue to see a pullback down to more investable levels. The second way to play meatless meat is, ironically, Tyson Foods, the largest chicken producer in the United States. Tyson Ventures, a venture capital segment of Tyson Foods, has invested in meat substitutes. In fact, they actually used to own a chunk of Beyond Meat, but they did go ahead and sell that off as there was some internal conflict there. Tyson currently has investments in companies like Memphis Meats and Future Meat Technologies. These are companies which grow meat from cell cultures. Tyson also has developed its own meatless meat based on peas. That's the same primary ingredient in the Beyond Meat burger. Tyson already has strong business relationships with many powerful grocery stores and food chains, not to mention its massive transportation and distribution network, which could quickly scale for its meat substitute business if it were to take off. If you'd like a safer way to play the meatless meat trend, you may want to consider Tyson Foods, as your speculation is protected within the larger established company. The third way to play meatless meat is the cereal company Kellogg. If you're a vegetarian, you are probably familiar with Morningstar Farms. That's the most successful vegetarian meat line in America. What you may not know is this delicious, successful meatless meat brand is owned by Kellogg. Again, as a former vegetarian, I have enjoyed hundreds of packages of various Morningstar products. They truly are the best overall meat substitute line available in today's market. On top of that, Kellogg has announced Incognito, that's a good name, a new meatless meat line under the Morningstar Farms brand, which will become available in 2020. I'm a huge fan of Morningstar, but I am not a huge fan of the overall company of Kellogg. The top line has been shrinking for years as private label continues to grow and brand name commodity type snacks and foods slowly drift out of favor. Plus, sugary cereals and snacks are on the wrong side of America's slow trend towards healthier foods, particularly with the younger generation. And you can see that a lot of these are snacks and cereals that are on that sugary, not so healthy side. In the end, Beyond Meat is the only pure play public way to do this, but it's just too pricey for my blood, even after this 40% pullback. I hope it'll keep coming down to maybe some levels where I will feel more comfortable recommending it. Tyson is a good option if you are okay with a more value-oriented stock, and Kellogg has an extremely popular vegetarian meat brand, but it's hidden within a larger company I am not so fond of. Hope you guys have a great day.